Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of American Dad. As you can see, we still have the winter theme going on in this game. Oddly enough, there's not been an update to the software in a bit, so we're still running old winter themes. I guess it is still wintertime, so it's still seasonable and reasonable. So anyway, let me apologize for being away for such a long time from this game. The reality is there was not much happening, and that's why I haven't been making videos since the last event. That was the last time things were happening. My squad got a bit better, got a bit stronger, but I have been quote-unquote stuck at the same spot, and there wasn't really much happening other than the last time we were trying to get our level up. So we upgraded our situation room up to level 9, and the next primary goal I had was to get my training room here up to fighter training room up to, what is that level? I can't even read what it says, 8 basically, so allowing me to train my fighters up to level 85, and that just completed yesterday, and that means we now can start making some progress. And with that, we have our first 2 fighters up to level 71 now. The goal obviously is to get them, get my squad up to 5 by 85, and I think we can actually do this one as well. So, someday a 6 by 85, which is not, an immediate need there. But my squad's been fairly strong, and I've been placing a lot of top 3s, just as before. 215, 108, and 59 out of a total of, I don't know, what is that? That's 323, 392. Out of like 450 or something like that. 460, 461. So not bad, we're getting there a lot. As I'm getting stronger, I'm going to start facing some stronger competition, so I'm going to start losing a lot more often here. Not as much as in Hustle Castle, but there will be a lot more non-top 3 finishes coming up in the near future. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and jump in Mimosa here while we're chatting. And my squad right now is 5 by 70, but the way the calculations are determined, let's just make sure. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. The way the calculations are done, I have 5 fighters here, so it's going to take my top 5 fighters. These 2, even though they're not in there, count. So I have 2 71s and 3 70s. Those are my top fighters. There is a calculation, at least in the other, there's different brackets, and I think I can probably get up. Maybe once they level one more level, I'll still be in the same 70 bracket. But after that, I'm going to start facing people at, a higher level. In Hustle Castle, there's another bracket. There's the 5 by 85 bracket. There's a 6 by 85 bracket. There's brackets if you don't have the full squad, if you're at least, in Hustle Castle. This is how it used to be back in, originally. I think those brackets have changed a little bit. But if you had like 4 85s and one somewhere under 85, like 84 or less, you'd be even a lower bracket, and you could be a lot more competitive. And there is another bracket between that one and the 70, which is like a 67 or something. I'll have to look that up. So then it's your top 5 fighters, divide them where the average ends up being, 67.9. Don't quote me on that. I need to look that up, but I need to see if these brackets actually exist. And one way I'm going to do that is keep an eye on who I'm fighting as my fighters are leveling up. And the goal will be to make myself as competitive as quickly as possible, so I can start, finishing top again, and that allows me to get the bottles, which give me, more material. So that's where we're going. So right now, let's take a look at a couple of these people. Hopefully, find somebody with way more power. So he's more than me, and he's all 70s. I have a feeling most people are going to be all 70s, but very soon I'm going to start hitting higher ones. But the reality is, look, I'm still facing people like this. And he's got a 40 and he's got a 70. So I don't know exactly how the brackets are here. So I'm hoping it stays fairly messed up like this, so then I can still be competitive. So we have a few things to do. Like I said, that's kind of where I've been, where I'm going. And obviously the main goal is to get them up to 85, and this training is slow. It's like 18 to 20 hours, I think, at this level. I know in back in the day in Hustle Castle and in Zero City, I'm also training my fighters up to level 85. It's once you get to 80, it's 2 days per level. And in Hustle Castle, the way it used to be, once you got to level 90, it took 5 days for each level. So leveling slows drastically. There was a change that came fairly recently in Hustle Castle that allows that training time to go much, much faster. And I expect those kind of changes to come here in this game. Taking a step back also, hear me. I'm going to fight a higher 0 here. That guy was lower. We already saw, so we're going to go this one. Back in the day, you know, when Hustle Castle started, there weren't that many events. It'd be every 2 to 3 months at most. And, you know, the game was slowly progressing. And then as the popularity picked up, as the code base became more solid, there started to be a lot more. So now there's events way more often and things going on way more often. So I'm expecting those kinds of things to come to American Dad as well. And it's just earlier days right now, so it's not there. I'm hoping that's just, you know, the code base getting a little bit more settled and whatnot. And there's going to be functionality coming. This one has not been updating quite as much as Zero City, but that one also has been out longer too. So again, I'm hoping it will get better and there'll be a lot more stuff coming, and that's kind of why I'm trying to get my guys up as high as possible. So, you know, once the really good stuff starts coming in, I'll be ready to start taking advantage of it. But given that a lot of functionality is not here in this game yet, there wasn't a lot for me to show, and that's why I haven't been there. But changes that have happened. So we got our training room up to level 8, which is allowing us to train up higher. I'm going to keep poking back here. So we got 2 mountains. My clan just did really well, and we got a lot of good stuff. And one of the things I was able to get as a higher contributor was here. So I got a future gunslinger outfit coming, so level 82. So once I get up there, I'm going to have a fairly good, it's maybe not the best option, but damage is up, crit is up, plus restore health. I'm okay with that. So that's one thing coming. That's a ways away yet, a week or 2 before I can start using that. But one thing that's coming that's going to be immediately useful. And I got another thing which we're going to take a look at after this fight. So I would like to drop down a few points. Yeah, I'm going to try to get like a 79 or below on this one. And I don't have anybody to fight to give me a 79 or below, because that will be an 80. And that will be an 80. That will be a loss probably. All right, we'll take an 80. We'll take that one. Maybe he'll have something going on to give me a 79. And no, 80 it is. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, what is this? My clan does a lot of good stuff. First place for somebody else. Okay, the other good thing coming is I did the other reason I hadn't done videos is I didn't have premium, and it was painfully slow going, and everything going, you know, the upgrades took longer, the gameplay it's so much harder. But, you know, considering I'm playing 3 different games that are essentially the same, you know, I'm having premium on 1 or 2 at a time. It's, you know, I can focus more on the other games. I just hasn't been focusing as much on this one. But I did get a good deal where I could get 21 days of, you know, the Thug Life deal where you get 21 days for $1.99. So I jumped in and got that. So that's why I've been, you know, pushing things along a little bit more. And I also went and did the Bazooka Sharks nest, and ended up getting 36,000 plus footballs, which allows me to get a legendary armor or weapon. So let's go ahead. This is only going to be level 70, unfortunately, but it is something that could be useful. Resurrection, a top level resurrection. That could be really good. My squad is odd right now because my squad is just dealing magic damage, and I am one who is against magic damage for mages. I just have never done it, and it's never worked. But in this game, it is. I'll go with my squad here in a minute, just in case you guys don't remember. Something I've never done in any of my games. It's never really worked, but in this one, it's working really well because my 756,000 power can beat a lot of low 800s fairly consistently. Let's see, I need a 239. Like that guy, I should be able to beat him. 239, if I can. That guy should be able to beat. That one probably not. Maybe. That one definitely. So if I do 120, that'd be a 279. I'd be right behind that guy. I probably don't want to do that yet. So let's go 239. I want to. I don't know which one to do. If I could drop a couple points, fight that guy. If I got 237, that would drop below him, which wouldn't help me tons. You know what, let's just do that, and we'll see what our options are in the future. And I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, my squad. Let's go ahead and take a look at the setup, because it's, like I said, it's sort of what I promote, but not always. So, we got our tank here, which I was running the snowman costume, which has been highly useful, but it was only a max level 55. So this one came out level 70, which has been, and 33% chance increasing on health, which is one of the best moves you can get. So this armor has been hugely helpful as well. I got the daggers, which, they've actually been doing some damage, which isn't my goal. My goal is for having, that person living. And then we got one of our gunslingers out there doing damage, which is my goal, doing almost 6,500. The other gunslinger doing damage, doing over 6,000 as well. And then instead of the resurrections, we got damage dealing mages. Once in a while, dropping in 10,000 there with 2,900 EPS. Damage, EPS, I guess. There's 3,200 EPS, plus, having a chance at 20,000 damage. So these guys just maximum crazy damage. So, and that's been helping me in a lot of the fights because I get things done quickly, and it allows me to get a lot of points, which gives me extra positions in the tournaments, which is huge. So that is part of the reason I've been so successful. So long story short is I'm not sure if I'm going to make immediate use out of that resurrection. It'll come in handy when I do the tunnel, not the tunnel, what's it called in this game? I forget. The bazooka shark nest. Definitely be useful there. But during my day-to-day grinding, not sure if it's going to be used. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So if we get a 120, that'll put us up to 355. Still be behind this person, who I don't think I can win. 7. Let's see. If we get an 80, it'd be 315. And that won't be enough to win, definitely. So we only have one possible choice. We got to fight this guy. Take this guy, hopefully get about 99, which I don't think is going to happen. But let's see what happens. Hopefully we win. If we lose, then obviously it goes against everything I've been saying about myself. But as you see, I do big time damage, and I do it really quickly. So that guy was 800 power and I got 114. I'm not complaining. It's obviously very handy. But it allows me not to have a chance. Let's see. If this guy is completely wrong in his setup, that'll give us a chance to win, but I don't think so. I think I fought him earlier and he beat me. All right, so we got homeopathy, we got extended break, we got summon shooter, and we got backdoor. Yeah, I can't beat that guy. But occasionally people like that will go fight somebody stronger and lose. There's nobody stronger here, so it's not going to happen. But, occasionally I've won because people just make really bad decisions. I don't think we have anything else to do as far as getting stronger. So the squad setup right now, I got near top levels. There's a 68, there's a 69, 69, 69, and 68. So obviously that's pretty high. We have some armors here that could get better. There's only 64 epic. There's a 53, so we certainly can get stronger. Another 53. There's a 70, that's a good one. And 54, so we got very weak armor. 55 and 54, 39, 55, 53, 64 epic, 69, there's a good one, 66 epic. So obviously there are plenty of spots to improve here, but it's just not really needed. So normally my advice is to somebody is to try to maximize all of those before doing the upgrade. But ooh, look, Sean did exactly what I said some people do. There's no reason for Sean to fight Mr. Thick the World. Let's see, Mr. Thick the World, 941, the top person. People just don't understand the rules. I think Sean thought if he fought this person, he'd get more points. But there's no reason, because he had a win in the bag. There's no way I could possibly beat him. Instead, he gave himself a chance to lose and gives me an easy 80-point victory. Just don't understand what people are doing in this game. Look at that. Easy win. When I shouldn't have. It should have been an easy second place for me. I'm not complaining. Believe me, I'm not complaining. I just don't understand it. But I'll take it. So, that is where we are and where we're going with this game. I don't have a whole lot more to add. Until there's a game update that comes out or improvement, I will make a note here that I am going to come out with a series. It's probably going to be Hustle Castle focused. But if you haven't gotten it out of those videos or haven't seen the other videos yet, but Hustle Castle, American Dad, Zero City are all basically the same game. They're all clones of Hustle Castle. and the functionality, the abilities, the general gameplay is exactly the same in all the games, and the advice and strategies are the same. So what I'm going to do is start a series on, start another arena while we're finishing up the chat here. Let's actually go ahead and fight these guys and get rid of these get rid of my dailies here. So I'm going to start a series, and I'm going to start like level, in this game obviously Situation Room, and Hustle Castle it's the Throne Room, in Zero City it's the Command Center. It's all the same thing. I'm going to give advice on what's the best way to go for Situation Room 1, Situation 2, on up. And I'm going to start a brand new account, Hustle Castle account probably, and especially for those early stages, because I don't remember the exact parts. Up through Situation 5 or 4, definitely there's not really much. It's just more or less fast leveling. Once you get to 5, there's some things you can do to be a little bit smarter, and then 6, there's definitely things to do to be smarter. So I'm going to go through and do a series there, and just know that even if it is Hustle Castle, it's going to be advice that's going to go across all 3 games. I'm going to try to promote them that way as much as possible, so people know they can get in. And long term, potentially I'll do one for each, but short term I don't have time for that. But the basic ideas and principles will be the same across all. So I'll make sure I somehow advertise them here on this channel as well, and just let people know. But there's going to be these strategies and things I'm talking about the arena, of what you should be doing, how you should be fighting, how you should properly pick your opponents. That will be part of it. That won't be the beginning levels, because you're not fighting quite as much. But that will come in. So if there are questions that you have in this game or the other games, whatever that you want to know, just basic things of optimizing strategy, just drop a comment in this video. And I'm actually a bit behind on some of my comments because work has been a bit busy, but my goal is to answer everything. So if I don't answer it right away, I apologize, but I will aim to get to it for sure. But if you have video ideas or questions that would be helpful for some of those videos, make sure you leave a note in the comments. This game is not forgotten. I'm going to keep playing it even if I'm not making videos. Somebody dropped a note recently asking me to make one, which I was actually planning on it, but that kind of got me to do it a little bit quicker. So again, just that kind of stuff. So I'm not gone. So drop notes and comments, and I will pop in as much as possible. And hopefully the game picks up a little bit, and they give more things to do. I mean, obviously I can give some advice and suggestions on the arena and the tunnel and that kind of stuff. So not the tunnel, the basketball court, whatever. But it's stuff I've been doing for a long time in Hustle Castle. So I don't think about doing it here, but obviously there's newer, less experienced players here, so there are some benefits. So those are the kind of things I need to know if you guys are interested in, and I will make more videos about those and cover some of the concepts there as well. So obviously I'm just going on and not talking about a whole lot. One other point, in the past I mentioned I was trying to give giveaways on this channel as well, as I've been doing Hustle Castle. I got a little bit of in with somebody on the American Dad Facebook page, and then they kind of dropped and stopped answering. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that going or not. I'm gonna keep working, keep trying to get something going, because it is certainly helpful. It gives you guys a chance to get some magic turds out of it, if that's what the giveaway would be, and it also helps build the channel as well. So I'm going to keep working on it. No progress yet, but hopefully that is something that will be coming at some point in the future. So I think that will do it for this video. This is where I'm at. My goal is to be heading up to 5x85 and then 6x85. So we will get there one day for sure. Going to keep on grinding and keep on going. So hopefully things are going well for you. And this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will catch you later. See ya.